when I had my son, that was the first time I started to think about death, was when I actually gave birth, because going through labor and delivery is a process, and a lot of it is beyond what you can control, which is why they teach you the Lamaze breathing and all that, because it's a way to deal with something that's going on, whether you decide to go with it or not. It's going to happen. There is a process to dying, and I feel that as you're going through that process, it's another state. I feel that you are moving into a different level. And if you can embrace it, it carries you through. I also realized in some shamanic journeying that what you hold dear, whether it's your religious tradition or practicing yoga or thinking of consciousness as radiant energy, however you need to see it, that's how it appears to you. That's the benevolence, I believe, of the universe. That at that moment when you're walking through the threshold, if you're holding that vision, you'll see what makes sense to you to leave. Shamanic vision of life is that we start as babies, as close to source, as pure, beautiful beings. And we go through a whole life. And then think about it, when you're a baby, your vision is not that good yet. Your hearing's not that good. You don't know how to speak. You just make sounds, right? You can't walk, you crawl. So we go through the whole life cycle. And as we get older, vision starts to go. We lose our hearing. If there's dementia, we lose the ability sometimes to speak. We have trouble balancing and walking. So we become like a baby again before we pass through to begin the cycle. It was interesting as the kids grew up. First, it was all physical, like it was a cycle of change the diaper, feed them. It's like a treadmill, and you have to just keep going. And then they go through this beautiful stage of going through grade school, where they're discovering things they want to share with you. And I went through it with my grandson, where I could relive, perspective through him. It's like, well, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? And he would explain his viewpoint of what was going on. And as I get older, I'm realizing my perspective is maturing, I guess you would say. And I'm realizing that there's things I need to let go of, as I get older. And there is truth to those cycles that Hindu spiritual development, there's a intense physical time where you practice yoga. That's the deal, right? You practice physical postures. Then you're a householder and you're raising your family and you're doing what needs to be done. You're a citizen, a member of society. And then you get to be my age and it's time to go into the forest. And I look forward to going into the forest. I think it's wonderful. Of course, in this day and age, I feel my dharma is also to teach. But definitely part of that aspect of getting older is contemplating what the meaning of your life and the meaning from a different perspective of what the rhythm of life is, and getting ready to let go, which is what I've been taught is one of the highest and the most difficult of all teachings. Not for nothing, we do Shavasana at the end of a yoga class where we let go. So we're practicing that very high spiritual practice of letting go of what you thought was important and maybe embracing what is important, being adaptable as you get older and things are starting to generally fall apart, and knowing that you're leaving this physical plane and going beyond and getting ready for that. To have such a conviction of where you're going and what it all means, to let go of what's here, to let go of this body that I've been in for 70 plus years. You know, it's like I've seen this body age. I've seen my fingers get crooked. You know, it's like a type of relationship that's gone on longer than anything else in this plane. So to let that go, wow. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.